This is not what it looks like. All right, raise your hand if you brush and floss 3 times a day. No, you don't. Nobody flosses 3 times a day. Okay, one of you probably does. They say brush 3 times a day probably because you eat 3 times a day. The idea is to brush after every meal. But do you need to floss 3 times a day? That's like asking if you need to bathe 3 times a day. The answer is sure, if you want to. Some people may desperately need to, but not everyone. Once is usually enough. It's not just for when you have something stuck in your teeth. No wonder everything tastes like steak and popcorn. It actually removes plaque from underneath your gums where your toothbrush doesn't reach. If plaque stays there too long, bacteria gets involved and causes infection and tooth decay. When you floss for the first time in a while, it can be painful, bleeding, and swelling. Just take a day off and do it again the next day. After a bit, there shouldn't be any more problems. The only reason your gums bleed in most cases is you haven't been flossing enough or you've been doing it wrong. Here's how. To floss. Floss in a C shape around the tooth. Go under about 3 millimeters. Use a clean, dry part of the floss and rotate it as you go. Don't bang down in the middle, unless you like pain. Here's how you brush. Go up and down in small circles at a 45-degree angle into the gum line. On the backs of your front teeth, upper and lower, it's best to angle the toothbrush up and down, brushing in small circles. And no sawing back and forth. What are you trying to do? Cut down a tree? No, it just wears your teeth down. Always use a soft bristled toothbrush, never hard or medium. You should change it every 3 to 6 months before the bristles get all bendy. And be careful not to brush too hard or you get gum recession. That's right, scrubbing your teeth like you scrub your floor isn't a great idea. Your gums don't grow back, and the only way to replace receded gums is transplant surgery. So back off. Everyone knows you should brush your teeth, but did you know you're supposed to brush your tongue? Not just because it can give you fresher breath, it removes the same bacteria that damage your teeth. So start scrubbing. Now you may want a wider, brighter smile. If you do, whitening toothpaste may not be the best answer. Most of them contain silica. It's like brushing your teeth with little bits of glass. The chemical solution's to get one of those whitening trays from your dentist. That's the fastest way to create one of those blindingly white Hollywood smiles that, like other cosmetic procedures, is sure to make everyone think, yeah, those are fake. So what's the best toothbrush? Does it need to be high-tech? The short answers are the one you like and no. Now we're being paid off to recommend the toothbrushes below. But it's not for the money. It's for you. Okay, it is for some money. Because you gotta eat. So brush and floss your teeth with any of these fine toothbrushes, or you won't have any at all. And don't forget your tongue.